Hello, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I am Allison Dorothy Brown Tygraber-Nissen, and only on Facebook is my name this long. Actually, it's not even this long on Facebook. My parents named me Allison Dorothy after both my grandmothers, Agnes Dorothy and Mabel Dorothy. My younger brother and sister decided to rename me Allison Dorky Brown. They thought that was more appropriate. Let me tell you about growing up brown. The first thing you must understand is that we were the perfect, all-American, baseball and apple pie family. We did everything together, really. We were all non-confrontational, so we could bury any argument that came along. We lived in Shillington, Pennsylvania, at the edge of the woods, at the top of the hill, surrounded by 3 cemeteries and a convent, so stuffing it was probably a good thing. Shillington is a suburb of Reading, Pennsylvania, a dying industrial city off the Schuylkill River, northwest of Philadelphia. You might have heard of Reading for either the outlets or the railroad. Today, it's considered one of the poorest cities in America. But back to me. My family lived in a place dubbed Camp Brown. It had been my grandmother's, then her brother's, then my parents'. When we moved in, there was pink everywhere, Pepto-Bismol on the walls, a dusty rose vanity, toilet, and tub. We had a dumbwaiter and a butler's pantry and a shuffleboard deck built right into the tiles in the basement. We had a pinball machine, ping pong table, and a jukebox. You already know about the woods and the cemetery and the convent on the hill. And when I say hill, I'm talking like this. We would have get-togethers. Often. The back door was never locked. After the state wrestling tournament, my friend, who had starved himself all season, stopped by for a bowl of Rice Krispies, potato chips, ice cream, and orange soda, all topped with chocolate syrup. Yum. Saturdays were reserved for window washing or leaf raking. My dad was Pennsylvania Dutch and liked things very orderly, so that included raking the woods. Let me tell you, I couldn't wait to leave. I went to college and met Patrick Tygraber. He was from Texas and everyone called him Tex. We married and I dropped Dorky like a hot tamale as soon as I changed my name, which took about a year to decide. A name like Tygraber is not one you take lightly. First, you have to learn how to spell it. Now, I was Allison Brown Tygraber, which made my life much easier because I was also a Marine wife. Hoorah! And I'm here to tell you, being a Marine wife is the toughest job in the Corps. I even had a sweatshirt with that saying on it. As the oldest of the Browns, I was the first to get married. My family had been used to doing everything together, and I mean everything. So when I married a fiercely independent, somewhat introverted cowboy in the Marines, what did my family do? They took up golf. You have to understand, Patrick's favorite hobby was golf. If he had free time, he found a course. So if you can't beat him, join him. At least that's what the Browns did. Then my brother got married. We would joke we had the perfect family until we allowed in-laws in. Now we had real growing pains. Next, my sister married my mom's best friend's son. Then my dad's twin brother married my mom's twin sister. But I'm totally digressing. About this time, my brother got divorced and Patrick passed away. My brother moved to New York City, my sister to D.C., and me to Texas. We Browns were drifting farther away. But then something crazy happened. My parents retired to Camp Brown South in Naples. My brother started a business in Florida, and I met Bob, a self-assured, witty, intelligent, and fun Chicagoan living in Houston. Everyone loved Bob, and as soon as I added Nissen to my name, I dropped Brown. Are you following along? I am now Allison Tygraber-Nissen. And no sooner did I add Nissen to my name that we announced we, too, would be moving to Florida. Ha! You think that could keep my sister away? Nope. She and her family moved to Jacksonville the same week I moved to Lakeland. Coincidence? I think not. Well, maybe, but I'd like to believe the Browns are like magnets. We just couldn't stay apart. The best thing is, if a hurricane blows in, I just need to know if I should go north or south, east or west. Like when Matthew came last year. Did I tell you I have a son named Matthew? When he was an itty-bitty thing and cute as a button, people would ask his name and I'd say Matthew. And they'd always say, uh-oh, I know a Matthew. But that, my fellow Toastmasters, is a story for another day.